Next activity is also quite versatile. If you think that you might not be able to follow a sequence, keep a pencil and paper near you, because it sometimes happens that the educator loses track. It's happened to me. So let's hope it doesn't happen while I'm doing the video. Now, I'm going to start the game with the very basic and then show you how you can make it more difficult, as we did with the previous activity. Again, this you can practice plus, minus, multiplication and division with it. We call it the magic trick. So I'm going to ask my student to take a card and not show it to me. So take a card, do not show it to me. Multiply the number by 2. Take away 3 and tell me the answer.
9.
So your answer was 6, your card was 6?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so multiply by 3.
Okay.
Take away 4.
Okay.
Add 2.
Okay.
Tell me your number.
1.
Let's see. So you started with a 1?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to try doing this? Shall I tell you the secret? So, I'm going to take a card. Okay? And you're going to tell me to do something with it. But keep in mind that whatever you tell me, you then have to do in reverse. So,
Okay.
tell me to do something with it.
Add the 4.
Okay.
Divided by 2
Okay.
and subtract 3.
Alright.
What is the number?
1. Now you have to keep track of what you told me to do. In reverse. What was the last thing you told me to do?
Subtract 3.
Okay, so add 3 to that 1.
4. Divide by 2. So times 2. And 8. Plus 4. So minus 4. 4. You had 4.
Yes. Okay? So that would be quite basic, but you can make it as complicated as you want. So, take a card. Okay. Multiply by 6. Divide by 2. Add 20. What's your number?
22.
Okay, so I told you to add 20, so you must have had 3. And I told you to divide by 2, hadn't I? So I multiplied by 2 now, it's a 6. What was the first thing I told you?
Add 6.
Okay, so now I have to take away 6 from 6. It's a bit difficult.
No,
At 6,
at 5.
6. Multiply by 6.
Multiply by
Multiply by
6.
6 minutes.
Divided by 6, so your answer is 1. Okay. And if you keep pencil and paper, then you can make it as complicated as you want. That's the one that we call a magic trick, because a lot of the students like doing it. Now, the next activity I'm going to show you is fractions. And again, we start from basic fractions. So you set up the pack usually according to what fractions you want to work with. So let's say we're going to work with the fractions of out of 4. So I put down 4 fours, or if I have 2 packs, I add more. Okay? And the numbers that are below 4 in a separate pack. And that way, I've got a range of numbers from 1 to 3. And I've got 4s. So, I place the packs in the middle, face down. Okay? And I tell my student that has to take a card from here and puts it at the bottom, a card from here and puts it above. So, take a card from here first, put it underneath, take a card from here, put it on top of it. And now it's my turn to take a card from here, put it underneath, a card from here, and I put it on top. So, what do we have there? You have 3/4 and I have 2/4, which is a half. Who wins? Who's got the most?
Me.
So, you've won 1. I put the bottom 1 back, or I keep the bottom 1, and we take another 1 each from on top. And this is going to win this time. Take.
2/4.
And I have 1/4. So you win again. So you've got 2. The first person that gets 3 wins the whole match. Are there 2 cards? Yes. Take a card.
3/4.
Ah.
I win
No,
again.
well, so you win again. So you won the match. Okay? Now, that would be just to teach fractions using the same denominator. Okay? Using the same denominator, you can use the same pack of cards to teach addition. So, you've got the 4s. So I have 1 all over 4 and 1 all over 4. The bottom one always remains a 4. So how much do I have now? I have
2/4.
2 all over 4. But if this was like this, I have 3/4. And what we do usually is, again, we find the denominator that's common and the numerator. So I might have 4 6s or 8 6s around the packs, and all the cards below 6 over here. And we'll take 2 fractions each and add them together and see who's got the most. And then you start introducing the least common multiple or addition when the denominator is different. So in your pack of denominator, you might put 4s and 6s or 4s and 8s to make it a bit easier, and here are the cards below them. And you start taking 2 fractions each and you add them. Then you start moving to mixing these. So now I am going to mix these because I want to go towards improper numbers. So we just take cards and we don't say which is bottom, which is top. So I've taken 2 cards and I've made a fraction. And you've taken 2 cards, take 2 cards, put the first one on the bottom and the second one on top. So I have more on top than underneath. So I have to have 1 whole and 1 all over 2. And you have 1. So whose is bigger?
Yours.
Okay? So again, first one out of 3 wins. Maybe I'll win this time. So, okay. So you can take 2 cards first. And you have to have the first one you take has to go under, no matter what. You can't stay arranging them. And again, I have 1 whole. Whose is bigger?
Yours. I have
So
3.
I want 2 out of 3 this time. Okay, so you take 2. And here you're practicing improper fractions. Okay, so I have 3 on 5 this time, and you have
5 on 7.
5 on 7. Now here we have to work out. If I have a pizza cut in 5 and I eat 3 pieces of it, is it more or less than a pizza cut in 7 pieces and you eat 5 of them? And then we have to discover together. We get a paper.
It's the same. It's the same, I think. Because if you have 7 and you remove 5, you have 2 left.
But 2 out of 7, they got smaller.
The cut is smaller, right?
They got much smaller, you have less pizza. So I have to get a paper and see what would fit into all the slices together. So we're going to draw slices that can be divided by 7 and by 5, and what number would be divided both by 7 and by 5? So we say the 7 times table first, and we start. So 14? No. 21? No. 28? No.
35.
Can they both fit 35? Okay, so to get this into 35 slices, I have to multiply it by 7. So that means I have to multiply this by 7. So out of 35 slices, I would have 21. And you're going to multiply that by 5. Right? So that's by 5, but that's by 5. How many slices out of the bits of 35?
25.
So you have 25 slices, and I have 21, so I think you get to eat more. Okay? So there you're teaching the least common multiple. Then you can also use them to do more complex operations, following the same principles again of addition, subtraction, least common multiple, highest common factor. You can have denominators and look for what number goes into both of them, for example. Okay?